Hey! Have not done a drive-in vlog in quite a while. Wanted to kind of talk at you guys a bit today. It's more of a themed vlog today. I am very, very, very scared for this new Green Day album. Now you're going to ask yourself, why is that, Aaron? Well, I'll tell you. Let's go back a bit. I am a huge Green Day fan. I have been a huge Green Day fan since I was 13 years old and I was in the 8th grade when the drummer in my first band introduced me to American Idiot. When 21st Century Breakdown came out in 2009, I pretended really, really hard to like it. In fact, I pretended so hard I saw them on that tour. And even at age 14 and 15, when I wasn't that good of a musician and I didn't know that much about music critique, not saying that I still do, that's a hard album to get through, just because it's so fucking emo, come on, and some of the lyrics are just so cop-outy. So that being said, when they left for a few years, and they came back with those 3 albums that were basically garage rock tunes, I flipped a bitch. I fucking loved those 3 albums, and no one else did. I stand alone in the opinion that Uno, Dos, and Tre are among Green Day's best work. I get so much shit for this, but I really believe that. However, recently in an interview, Billie Joe Armstrong said, and I'm paraphrasing him here, that those were all just very self-indulgent musical projects. He said he just wanted to make those to see what he could do musically and kind of figure out what songwriter he was and stuff like that. And also doesn't help that he was probably strung out on amphetamines for most of that, because this was pre-rehab Billie Joe. But I think that those albums are fucking incredible, and I'll tell you why. The songwriting is crisp. It has some very original lyricism for Green Day standards. The production was excellent. It is among Rob Cavallo's best work, I believe. The guitar and vocal sounds are my favorites out of any Green Day album ever. They're more laid back, they're more washy with reverb, and have all the cool indie rock stuff that was super popular at the time. And you know, I'm a sucker for that shit. So I loved those albums. I thought the songs were catchy and original. No one else agreed with me, because everyone, myself included, was sort of hoping for either another American Idiot or another Dookie. Or if you want to be that really pretentious throwback fan, another Kerplunk, but fuck you if you're that guy. Anyways, all this being considered, when I heard Green Day was releasing a new album, I was thrilled. And this was about a month ago when they said that they're releasing a new album. I was just like really, really, really excited for this new album. When the first single came out, Bang Bang, I was raring to go. I was wearing my vintage Green Day t-shirt. I was ready to bleach my hair out and buy a Les Paul Jr., but I was vastly underwhelmed. It sounded like a B-side from American Idiot, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it wasn't a B-side like, this is a cool song we didn't put on the album, but we really struggled with it. It was a B-side in the sense that it was like, this didn't make the cut, but fuck you, here you go. That's kind of how it felt. It felt like we were being re-gifted a Green Day song, honestly. And I was like, okay, well, there's some redeemable stuff about it. It's got some original content. The production isn't half bad. The instrumental is at least consistent for Green Day. So I said, you know what, I'll let this one slide. Let's see what else they got. Then Revolution Radio came out, and I got a bad taste in my mouth. Honest to God. The sad part was, it sounded like a B-side from the album that shall not be named. And if you're confused, that album is 21st Century Breakdown. Anyhow, no one wanted a B-side from 21st Century Breakdown, which was a travesty. It was like, oh my God. It just didn't sound good. The lyrics were, oh my God. I was so angry. I was angry when I heard that song. I didn't even bother listening to the last song because I don't even know if I want to buy this album anymore. Like, the Green Day fan inside of me is dying because I'm scared that that tight unit of incredible songwriters is now gone. I feel like they've thrown it away because they want to make a record that's going to sell a lot. And that's not good. I think when Billie Joe said that Uno, Dos, and Tre were made solely for the self-indulgence, he was doing the right thing. I think that if you want to be a better musician and songwriter, you need to write music that makes you happy. I'm at Target. I'll be right back. That is a fucking useless Target. Holy shit. For one, they have like zero vegan food, and even though I'm not vegan, I really like eating vegan food. And they really should accommodate the vegans more. They don't have the fucking Snickerdoodle coffee yet. Now Target makes this really, really, really great Snickerdoodle coffee. And it's fall, and despite the fact it's 96 degrees, I want to get cozy with my Snickerdoodle coffee. I think the key to making really good music is to be self-indulgent. Because once you start making music for other people, you've lost it. And I'm scared that that's what Green Day is doing with this new record. Even the title, Revolution Radio, it's like you just want to appeal to the edgelords. When Billy Joe said that he made those albums just to be self-indulgent, he didn't think it was a good idea, from what I heard, or that was the general scent of the article, I was really, really sad, because I think being self-indulgent once in a while with a record is healthy for a musician's mentality. I'm sure that the band thinks that all the music they are writing currently is just for them, but the way it sounds like they wrote for everyone whose first Green Day record was 21st Century Breakdown, that they never picked up on anything else. And it kind of saddens me to think that maybe if Green Day keeps having chart failures like this, because this record's already getting panned, that it might be the end for them. And I know that people will fight me on this, and they'll tell me that I'm judging a book by its cover, and by the way, the cover of this album is god-fucking awful. I've been following this band for so long now, I have a pretty good understanding of what their signature sound is like, and this, while instrumentally does sound like them, it doesn't feel like them anymore. It feels lost. My point is, if Green Day starts pandering to the fans, they're going to be going the way of Blink-182. We all know how that goes. I'm scared that this new album will alienate the fans that have been faithful for years and will turn off anyone who might be new. That's all I'm saying. And that bothers me. Oh, if Green Day, if you're watching this, I love you guys very, very, very dearly. You've been one of my favorite bands since I was 13 years old, and I want more. I'm always gonna want more. I'm not saying these things to be hurtful or be a dick. I think that not only do the fans deserve music that resonates with them, but I think that the band deserves to write music that makes them happy. It is so fucking hot. God damn. They don't have the fucking... Jackass almost hit me.